Okay, good evening. So there's two tutorials today. I'm going to make a quick General TSO's chicken, and here I have 2 pounds of chicken that has been washed and cut up in cubes. I have the marinade that I'm going to put over the chicken. So I have 2 eggs. I have it's about a tablespoon of red wine vinegar, and I have here about a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Or rice vinegar, excuse me, and I have about a half a cup of soy sauce, and that's going to be the marinade for the chicken. And over here, this is the coating that I'm going to use to fry the chicken. So in this bowl, I have about a cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Stay tuned. So in this bowl, I've gone ahead and I've beaten the eggs up, and I've added in the other ingredients that I showed you before, the red wine vinegar, the rice vinegar, and the soy sauce. And I'm going to pour it on the chicken. And I'm going to rub that up, and I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. And that's the marinade for the chicken. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. So of course I didn't let it sit in the marinade for a long time. But if you want to do this ahead, you could do it overnight and let it sit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take out some of the chicken. Kind of let the water drip off, or the marinade drip off. I'm going to put it in the bag with the flour and kind of just toss it around. And then I have my deep fryer that I always use to fry my chicken. This is my infamous pot. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in the chicken. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. This is the rest of the ingredients. This is to make the sauce that's going to go on the chicken. This is the chicken. It's all finished. Nice and golden. And here we have, I think this was like 3 tablespoons of white granulated sugar. This was 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This right here is a half a cup of chicken broth. 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons, excuse me, of sesame oil. I have 3 sprigs of scallion diced up. This is hot chili pepper. This is 1 whole one, and I just kind of cut it up. This is a piece of ginger grated, and a piece of carrot that's been grated and also diced up. Stay tuned. Okay, so here I have my wok style pot that's been heated with about 2 tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in my garlic, my ginger, and my chili peppers. And I'm going to stir that to release the fragrance. So I went ahead and I mixed all the ingredients that I showed you for the sauce in this one bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour it in the pot. So my sugar didn't mix all the way out, so I'm just going to scrape it in. I've poured in the cornstarch, and I'm just going to turn up the fire, and I'm going to let that boil until the sauce thickens. Once the sauce thickens, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the chicken in. Stay tuned. So the sauce has been thickened. Look how thick and beautiful that sauce is. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in the chicken. And then I'm just going to fold the sauce into the chicken until every piece has been covered thoroughly. My son is recording and he doesn't even realize that I'm making General TSO's chicken. He just realized it. So just make sure that every piece of chicken is covered. And then once it's covered, we'll go ahead and we'll add in some scallion. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is it. And generally we would eat this with some steamed broccoli and the white rice. I'm not going to do that right now because it's late and I'm tired. So anyway, this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed another tutorial, and I hope you try this recipe. It was very easy to make, and it tastes very good. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.